So normally we start every episode with our cold open, which is usually Gavin ruining something, mispronouncing a word, forgetting something, stumbling over something. And I just have some really sad news this week, and I wanted to share it with y'all before we start the episode. This is a comedy show, but it's pretty serious. Gavin got through an entire recording without really fucking up once. And it's as hard for me as it is for you out there, I'm sure. And so I'm just going to need some time to recover, to find me again. And I would like you all out there to respect me and my family's privacy at this time. And this is Gaytriarchs.
We have many amazing guests here, and one of our first amazing guests, I mean, way back. Do you remember Jose Rolón? He was like number 2, number 3.
No, but he was in the top 10 for sure. Yeah.
He was at single digits. So that poor guy has been skewered by idiots recently on like the Breitbart kind of world by a guy named Stu Peters, who decided that a good use of his platform, which, by the way, is huge in the, not the Twitter sphere, obviously, but like the whole, I don't know, Trumpian world of hate mongering. And he has a huge following. And he decided that to be informative in the world, he was going to go after NYC gay dad, Jose Rolón, and made an entire Tucker Carlson-like speech rant, 15 segment about Jose and Jose's excellent parenting. I mean, you're doing something right when you've got Stu Peters coming after you, I suppose, for 17 minutes, because Stu is hot under the collar.
You have to think about it that way, because if you try to ingest what the actual thing that's going on, which is this vile fucking hate coming towards you, you're gonna get poisoned to death.
Yes.
So you really do have to think about it as like, I'm doing something right if I'm angering the people I despise. But
100%,
they're coming for him. They're like, oh, you're a bad dad because you're gay or whatever. It's like, no, you're going to affect my kids' lives negatively for doing this exact thing. For coming for him, putting them in the spotlight. Oh, God, it's so gross.
Which is totally what Jose is doing, too. He's taking him to task and being able to... I mean, this has been an ongoing TikTok saga for him, but he's been saying, listen, I stand by everything that I do. And just because this man is so, frankly, closeted. I mean, the guy has skeletons in his closet if he cares this much, but he's like showing the videos that Jose has made about saying like, hey, sometimes I let my kids go into my closet and pull out my wigs. I don't think Jose is a drag queen, but hey, who doesn't like to drag it up?
Who doesn't have a wig in their closet? Yeah.
Who doesn't want to have a wig in their closet? Because you know why? It's fun and it makes people laugh and it makes people happy. So Stu, oh, poor guy. Poor, repressed, sad Stu. Anyway, I'm glad that we are on the right side with Jose.
Yeah, Stu, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck
Jose,
yourself.
We love you. We're on your side. So let me just tell you about how I don't listen to my own advice, and I'm a terrible parent. A daycare was closed, of course, because it's always closed. That's another rant for another day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my daughter, who is 2. I'm going to take her to the YMCA. I know there's like a bunch of exercise rooms that aren't being used, and we could just play with yoga balls, or we'll just walk around. It was great. We went to the workout floor. One of the trainers gave her a lollipop. I was there for like an hour and a half. It was so fun. And we're in the upstairs room, and then I hear the sound. And I'm like, oh, she's pooping. I'm like, I got to change her diaper. Oh, David, again, did not bring the diaper bag because he thought, oh, I'm just going to pop into the YMCA. It'll be fine. For everyone out there, it's never going to be fine. You're just going to pop into the grocery store real quick, bring the diaper bag. So she takes probably the largest shit she's ever taken in her entire life. And I'm like, what do? I cannot strap this poor girl into her own feces in the car seat. So we go to the bathroom, the men's bathroom, which doesn't have a changing table in it, of course. And
really, at the YMCA?
I know, it's really bad. And then so what I did was I was a fucking surgeon. I had to like undo her diaper. I took some paper towels and tried to scoop out as much feces as I possibly could, throw it into the trash can, get another layer of paper towels, line her old diaper, her old shitty diaper, and put the disgusting half shitty diaper back on this poor little girl, strap her into the car seat. Oh man, we went directly home and directly into the bath. So lesson learned. No, just kidding. I'll never learn that lesson.
You will never learn that lesson. But this is a perfect example of your resilience and your creativity and your dad hackitude. So this counts as a really good dad hack. You scoop it out, and then just line the thing with paper towels and hope that you aren't walking around Disneyland for the next 3.5 hours, because that's going to hurt when it dries.
Gavin, the real dad hack is bring your fucking diaper bag
or
wherever you go. But David just doesn't listen to David. He just speaks into a microphone to our listener.
So speaking of the YMCA, I was at our local YMCA just recently because I was with my son and some of his fellow Cub Scouts, and we were doing a swim test. And I don't know when the last time you walked into the YMCA with 5 10-year-old boys, but all I could think was, oh God, we're going to have to go through the locker room, because, you know, the YMCA locker room tends to be fully naked people who
90-year-old naked men
who should not be naked. Now,
powdering their balls for some reason.
I am 100% about body positivity, nudity, whatever. But also I'm American and I'm not European. So part of me I can't help but be a little judgmental. And also like the whole, like letting it all just hang out. Wow. A bunch of 10-year-olds are walking by who are squealingly laughing the entire time, shocked beyond all belief, because probably this is the first time they've done such a thing. Mm-hmm. It was a real memorable experience. And I had to say, guys, stop pointing and please try to stop laughing. But you know, they will have that.
I wouldn't have been able to. I would have laughed the whole time. I'm like, look at those old balls.
Well, they saw them and they will have PTSD for the rest of their lives. But it is a human body. Yay, celebrate positivity. But also maybe don't stand like a starfish. Well, that's not what happened. I don't mean to make it sound gross. There was nothing lascivious or gross or anything about it. It was just naked dudes at the YMCA. But still, you know.
This is the gay agenda. So before we move on to our top 3 list, I wanted to just really quickly talk to our listener directly. Listener.
Mom.
We don't talk about this very often because it's annoying when I listen to it on other podcasts.
Yep.
But I think it's in our best interest just to every once in a while remind listeners how important it is for us as a show who wants to be out in the world, to have you all, the listener, share the show.
Yes.
Review us. Like our Instagram posts, share our Instagram handle. It's so annoying. Everyone ends every YouTube video like and subscribe. But here's why. The way the algorithm works, if you are searching for a gay dad show or comedy parenting show, our show is not just going to automatically come up. The algorithm likes shows that are active. Luckily, we release every single week pretty consistently. But shows that are being shared, liked, all that stuff. And also just getting in front of people. There are probably a billion podcasts out there, but I only listen to the 6 I listen to because they were personally recommended to me or they were shared via my friends. So the reason I bring this up is we would like to move on from our 77 cents that we made in 2023 into something a little bit more full-time so we can keep doing this for you all. So our ask for you this week is whatever show you like the best coming out in the next couple of weeks, if you wouldn't mind posting it to your Instagram stories, sending us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, share it in whatever way you feel comfortable. It would help us out so fucking much. And I promise not to bring it up again for another 6 months. But if you can do a little something for us, it would mean the world. And maybe we can hire an intern again to do more stuff. So
we'll tag team on this. David won't talk about it for another 6 months, but I'm going to talk about it in 6 weeks. But yes, whatever you can do to just give us a boost, we would really appreciate it. It doesn't take too much time. Moving on Do we have a top 3 list, David?
We do, and it's your top 3 list, must I remind you.
I am prepared.
Week three of you being surprised about the same bit we've been doing for 55 episodes. The top 3 list that you chose last week.
I am prepared.
Okay.
I am prepared.
Top 3 list?
No, I am prepared, but I did forget that this was my suggestions. Because anyway, so number 3 excuse me. So the top 3 list was top 3 baby foods that aren't gross. So for number 3 for mine is French fries. Yes, they were baby foods as often as they possibly could be, and my kids loved them. So no, they were able to gum them as soon as possible, and we are a French fry friendly family. Number 2, puffs. Puffs still exist, don't they?
Good old puffs.
I mean,
love a puff.
Also because they feel so guilt-free. Because you're like, this is just air, and it kind of quenches my hunger when I'm sitting at a playground, and I might as well just be part of this. But number 1, this is my humble brag, is that we did make a fair amount of baby food when our kids were babies. And mainly it was just to force feed veggies to them. And so I made this kind of blend of spinach, olive oil, salt and pepper, and just green. We called them greenies, and I would make them like once a week, and we froze them, and I would just microwave them real quick. And my kids ate the greenies all the time. And then it wasn't too long after I was like, you know what? This will just be my vegetable intake once in a while. And so basically baby food spinach was like, it's not good. I wouldn't serve it to my friends, but it's good enough for me right now. What about you? What are top 3 baby foods that aren't gross?
Yes, I can't believe you said French fries. That is not a baby food. It is a food you fed your baby, which we'll all have CPS talk to you about.
Therefore, it was a baby food.
And so number 3 for me, pouches. Pouches are just fruit purees, and it's just basically an unfrozen smoothie. So pouches, number 3.
You know what? I was going to say pouches, but I felt like I was cheating because it's like, that's just baby food in a pouch. That's all it is. It could be sweet potato. It just doesn't have the Gerber label on it, you know? Anyway, pardon me.
And number 2 for me, this is a food that we feed our kids, so we consider it a baby food, but is frozen peas. We use this hack. They love frozen peas as a snack. It is their favorite thing. And it tastes like little balls of ice cream that is not sweet. I know it's hard to describe,
sure, but
frozen peas.
It's like that the space ice cream, the space balls, whatever they are.
Yeah. And number 1, something that I will sit down and just flat out fucking eat. Teething crackers. They are delicious. They melt in your mouth. They feel substantial, but they just disappear. I fucking love teething crackers. I'll eat some today just to piss Gavin off.
This does remind me, I'm going to take a slight detour. My favorite eating basically my kids' food moment was several years ago when I was just so tired in the morning and I was making lunch for my kids, and I pulled out their old lunch from the day before, and it was some kind of bologna sandwich. And I started to eat it, and I thought, I'm making my breakfast from my children's leftover lunch. And I looked at it. I looked at it and I kind of shrugged and was like, it's still good. And so I kept eating their leftover, probably half spoiled ham and cheese sandwich from the day before. But I don't think that was that was probably about the grossest thing that wasn't French fries, puffs, or greenies. Anyway, what is next week's topic, David?
Next week is going to be the top 3 ways you thought you'd be cooler as a parent than you turned out to be.
I can't wait to think this was my topic.
Okay, so our special guest this week is arguably one of my favorite people on the planet, and I have never met her in person. But we text all the time, and I'm obsessed with her. Please welcome back to the show, Caitlyn Plaskett. Hi, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
So you reached out to me, a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, and you were like, girl. And then there was a series of dramatic texts that followed and a whole conversation that happened. And I was like, you have got to come back on the show and tell us all about it, because I think it's something that all parents, but gay parents specifically, would really find interesting. So please tell us what happened.
Absolutely. Okay. So backtrack a little bit. I explained in our first episode how you go on a website to find your donor for sperm to, make the baby, all of that. And it's like online dating, but you only get to see baby photos of them and et cetera, et cetera. So I matched with a family who used the same donor, and they don't live in this country. They're in another country, but we have stayed in touch. It's the only family we've matched with so far, and they have little girls that are similar in age to my boys. So we had talked about, we wanted to find the donor, like not because we want to contact this person, like definitely want to respect privacy, but I need to know. I paid hundreds, near thousands of dollars for the sperm. I need to know, is this person ugly? And I need to know if this person is successful. Are they actually intelligent? Like, what does the bloodline look like? Do they all look like they have slept with their siblings and they're all eyes 2 inches apart? Like, I just needed to know what I was working with.
Because it was an anonymous donor, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also, so that you know who to blame. Like, if your kid grows up brilliant, it's thanks to you. But if they're a total fuck up, it's his fault.
Yeah. And we blame him constantly.
Yeah.
So, you got to.
And let's
it's
be
the
honest,
opportunity you have.
Usually it's some man's fault, for sure.
That's what I've heard. I don't have a lot of men in my life, but that's what I've heard. No. So anyway, the other family and I, we had talked about like, we wanted to maybe do like Ancestry or like 23andMe. And it was like kind of hard to get him to do it because I bought the thing, but I just never got it done. Well, they actually got it done. So she contacts me and she's like, oh my God, we did it, but we found like a cousin once removed, like not the donor, but like a distant relative of him. And she's like, and this is the cousin. And so my job, when I first got into social work, I did adoption and foster care. And one of my jobs was adult adoptee disclosures, which means I like research and find people's families. I can find anybody. I am not the person to wrong on the internet because I will find you. I will find your mama. I will find where you work. I will find your car. I'll find everything.
Do you have access to special tools that the rest of us can't do? Because this is a skill that many people want to have. Do you have superpowers?
In my old job, I used to, but you don't have access to it when you're not doing that anymore. But on the regular internet, you need to find somebody, let me know. I got you, girl.
Oh, I love that.
I can find anybody. So I was like, literally just give me what you have, screenshot it to me. I will find him. So 40 minutes later, I have found his entire family.
You're smoking cigarettes. There's a dim light above your head.
Oh, yeah. A completely new tobacco addiction. I have found his mom has like 8 siblings. I find all of them. I find a picture of them. I find the one that looks the most similar. I'm like, she looks like that could have been her kid. Because mind you, I do have one childhood photo of him. First call, it was like the first person I look at, it's her. And so then I find, older women, they post everything on social media. So I find her Twitter and her Instagram, which has like a ton of photos. And I'm like, oh my God, this is him. Oh my God. He's hot.
Yes!
So hot. Like fine wine hot. I don't even usually find most men hot, obviously.
Sure.
Lesbian. But
you would sleep with your kid's dad. That's basically what you're saying.
All I'm saying is it could have happened. In my younger years, it could have happened. And I wouldn't have even regretted it because he's hot. He's successful. Downside, his brother is bald as shit, so I don't know about that.
But you got the good one.
But he's got a coif. I mean.
Are you sure it's a real coif? It could be plugs or something, but who cares?
No.
Whatever.
I went through the whole lot. I have every photo of him from birth, basically, because his mother has posted it. So my whole thing was like, I just wanted to like put all of it together, never ever to contact him, like anything like that, because he wanted anonymity. I'm not going to breach that. But I don't want my kids to have like this sense of longing for just information and not knowing. So it was just important to me that like, I'll put all this stuff together. It's not something I'm talking about with my kids right now. They're not at all ready. Like my oldest is only 3.5, almost 4. I'm not there, but I just really wanted to know. And I want them to be able to look at it and see, because that's half of them, And while I don't feel like that's their dad, like I don't use that word, it's very much a donor, but I still feel like they are entitled to at least knowledge. And the way the world works right now, if they did an Ancestry, they're going to find them anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
No doubt. There's no secrets anymore with that kind of stuff. Because back in the day, like if you gave your kid up for adoption at a hospital, you could disappear into the woods and nobody would ever know anybody for it. Now, it's like you said, it took a lesbian 40 minutes to find that information.
It would take a gay probably 2.5 days, let's be honest, because I don't know, we've got distractions. And
I mean, I was multitasking and it took 40 minutes, which is a little bit embarrassing for me, but...
That is so amazing. What I love about that story is my husband and I were having this conversation literally yesterday. He went on to Ancestry and I'm on there and my husband's on there. And he basically spent an hour and a half adding to my family tree. He's like, did you know that your great grandmother name was Florence, but she died. So then he remarried to whatever. And I was thinking about like, what is it about our lineage that fascinates us or attracts us? Because for adoptive people, it's different, or people who have no relationship to their biological family. And I was thinking, I think it's biology. It's like, what mysterious part of me like lives in me that is from many generations ago? Because if it was an adoptive person, your adoptive great grandfather doesn't maybe hold the same mystery to you because there's no connection there. There's a connection to you and your adoptive mother. And we were talking about like our kids, like one of my kids is biologically related to me and the other one isn't. And I don't know how much she will be interested in my biological lineage. It's just an interesting question, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it though, like humans by nature, we're very egotistical. We love anything that has to do with us and us and us.
Me,
so
I.
Yeah. So like,
100%. Absolutely. I was the one who said me first. Caitlyn said us. That was much more community centric.
She used a collective pronoun. You used the me.
But it is absolutely true that we want to know more about ourselves and think that we can understand more about ourselves and the decisions we make and whatnot. I mean, you might not even go that deep. You just want to know more about yourself, but it's a very human thing.
Yeah. And you want the attention and the justification of like, I'm like this because blah, blah, blah. It's like when people use their zodiac to justify why they're an asshole. It's like that same type of thing. Like, oh, well, I'm a Virgo. Like, no, you're just
still makes you an asshole.
That's so Libra behavior. Like you murdered that guy. You can't blame that on you.
I can't help it. The moon was where it was.
Got to stand up for Libras. We would never actually murder somebody. We're too indecisive to do so. But we are selfish and we want to know about ourselves. So that is juicy.
I have had the same thought about our egg donor and what has held me back from even trying, because my egg donor lives in the same town as we did all of our surrogacies through. I know she is a nurse. I have a family member who works in the hospital system. I was like, I could get a lesbian on this in 5 minutes and they would find it out. But my fear has always been, if I find out something that really fucks me up, like, oh, they're a Trumper or they're like whatever, that am I going to like, is it going to feel like it's going to poison my kids in my brain?
Or your relationship with them too. It could color it a little bit.
Like I say, oh, you're stupid egg donor who voted for Trump 2 times in a row, but they live below the poverty line. I don't know. Like there's something about it that like fear, like because I spent a lot of time in Portland where this egg donor was and where my family, some of my family lives. And I'm like, what if I run into her at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Like would I walk up to her? I have these like fantasies of like, I would walk up to her and be like, so did you give your eggs away like 5 years ago? Because you're a mom or whatever, like really fuck up. But like, would it be weird to see her and like, would I think she was beautiful or like would I want to sleep with her? Like you want to sleep with your sperm donor?
Hey, I didn't want to sleep with him. I just say it could have happened. And I wouldn't have been embarrassed.
How many beers?
By that one.
How many beers?
How many White Claws?
How many White Claws?
Hard to say for sure. Depends on how many shots are involved too.
Yeah.
But I think like, even when I was looking for ours, I was like trying to figure out, are there things that are going to really make me feel like, oh, this guy's a total dick? There definitely could have been. I didn't have any bad things about him. Like some of his family members were probably not like going to be my type of people. But at the end of the day, he did something, whether he did it for money or he did it from the kindness of his own heart. Without this person, I don't have my kids, and my kids are the best. So I was like, you know what?
Thank you.
I can live with this. I can live with this.
Sperm donors do not get paid. I mean, like at least comparatively to egg donors, like it's a very small. So I think there is a lot of altruism in that, which is I think what you're pointing to is that like this person wanted to help create a family and
also egotism, thinking the world needs more of me. And
if you saw him, Gavin, you would agree the world needs more him.
Hey, that's good. I mean, thank goodness. That's good for him. I think even that egotism is welcome.
Do you think he's our listener?
I doubt it.
Can you
I would
imagine?
doubt it. Well, when I was trying to think too, like, I'm like, well, what if they're homophobic? Well, the other family, they're a lesbian couple too. And I'm like, oh my God, even if he's homophobic, he's got at least 4 lesbian baby mamas. So it's like, ha ha ha, got you playing.
That's karma.
Did he just going into pure superficiality? Is he gay?
No.
Maybe?
He's straight. Well, I would assume straight. He's married and has a biological child as well.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. And a friend of ours, one of my good friends from college, her and her wife used a donor as well, and they have a little boy, and they have connected with siblings of their child. They call it a pod. It's a whole group of families, and I think
I've
they're
heard
at
of this
like
too.
like 15 or something families, or 12, 13, I don't know, something like that. But at least 10 of them are queer families, which I was like, that is wild. Like, I don't know why in my head I was expecting that we would be the minority, because we usually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, this is just really cool.
I guess because there's like queer people are the ones who are often needing this stuff, other than obviously like a few straight people. But like, it is interesting, and it's like maybe a little bit of karmic, right? Is like the more homophobic you are, the more queer family members you have. Like my dad has 2 gay children.
Love that for him.
50% of his children are gay. Like, bro, that's on you. I don't know what to
tell you. You're the one popping us out.
I definitely knew about a friend of mine who's a single mother by choice. And I would imagine her network was very much the single mother by choice. And they were able to pod as well and find like 15 siblings in their group. And I remember edit this out. There was, here I am definitely having a Gavin moment, being like, there was something scandalous that they found out about him collectively. And they're like, we've got to keep this hidden, but I can't remember what it was. But
you know what? Instead of having the cold open, we should now have a Gavin moment as the top of the show.
Seriously. There's a point to this. I just can't remember what it is. But
it'll come back to you.
Were you able? No, I mean, I would have to text her. Hey, Adina, what was that scandal that you found out about your baby daddy? But were you able to determine any of his politics? Like, do we like him aside from the fact that he's hot?
He doesn't have a whole lot on there that would indicate anything like that, which I'm almost more cool with, because even if we don't line up, you're not like hardcore or anything.
Yeah. There's not like like Eagles and American
flags. Like I don't have to question
stuff.
Where he was January 6th. Like he's probably at his house. I'm not concerned. So it's like that. So like even if our politics or our opinions don't line up, it wasn't so like ostentatious that I was like, what a prick. Like it was like chill vibe. It was good. It was good. And like, I looked at a whole bunch of different stuff about like, where he's at professionally and things like that. And he seems like to be a very intelligent person. I'm like, thank God. So so far, all good. All good.
I think that you did what almost every person does who has to purchase genetic material, which is have this kind of fantasy of like, looking up this person, and you actually did it. So I am so glad you came on to tell this story.
Yes.
I love it. And any of you out there, if you need a lesbian to do research for you, please reach out to Caitlyn at the 2.ladies.and.2.babies TikTok and find her. She will do it for you.
Yes, for a small fee of I need all of the tea about your family. That's
all the tea. Still all the tea. We love you. Come back 100 more times on the show, please.
Love it, Caitlyn. Here. Thanks so much. Love you guys.
Thank you. So last night I was reading The Hobbit to my son. It's awful, by the way. I hate it. But I do feel like I'm force feeding some classics, and he's pretty into it. So I'm like, all right, are we still really only on page 110? Jesus. Anyway, we were talking about playing soccer the next day, and he, which is all my kid often talks about. And I said, hey, he wanted to play goalie. He said, tomorrow I want to play goalie and you shoot, soccer balls at me. And I said, okay. And then I said, hey buddy, do you want to like go to a clinic or something for playing goalie? Because he really puts his all into it. He dives. I think he just loves diving into the ground all the time. He said, no, I just want to play goalie with you. And I'm like, I've never been a soccer player, but sports have made me very close to my kids because they talk while we play sports, and it's awesome. And I love that he wants to play goalie with me. That is my something great this week. What about you?
So my something great is all of our guests, which is going to be, it sounds a little hacky. But when I think about our show, but like when I think about our show, when we were like creating it, I guests were always a part of it, but I never thought like I would get this like free opportunity to like meet these really fucking cool people, doctors and lawyers and social media people and like and reconnecting with old friends. And so I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I've gotten to like hang out with some really fucking cool people. And so my something great this week is like all 55 of our guests so far have been amazing. We have some really cool people coming up, and I'm just very thankful that we get to meet some of these people just selfishly, just so I can talk to them. Fuck you, listener.
I can't wait to have our Gaytriarch Gaytriarchs conference in, San Francisco or Puerto Rico or Mexico City or Toronto, so that we bring everybody together and have a big old rager kiki, huh?
What a diverse group of cities you just chose.
I mean,
you're like Detroit or Rutherford, New Jersey,
or Tulsa.
and
that's our show.
Oh, God.
If you have any comments, suggestions, or general compliments, you can email us at GaytriarchsPodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can DM us on Instagram. We are at GaytriarchsPodcast. On the internet, David is at David FM Vaughn everywhere, and Gavin is at Gavin Lodge on nothing.
Please leave us a glowing 5-star review, and remember what David said earlier about sharing our show with your friends.
Thanks, and we will share with you next time on another episode of Gaytriarchs.